How bad is the healthcare? How bad is healthcare insurance? Healthcare companies? The greed? Just the pure carelessness of humans they have. They don't care. That's what I'm saying. How many people die from cancer? How many people cannot afford their medicine? We shouldn't even be on medicine. The fact that people have, these healthcare providers have you on, well, not the healthcare providers, but the doctors, they have you on pills for the rest of your life. You don't even need that stuff. You can literally, your diet can fix your health. That's surprising, isn't it? It's crazy. My goal is to stop, I don't ever want to take medicine again. I have to take allergy pills, that's it, but I don't have to, and I'm not taking them no more. I'm like, okay, I shouldn't have to rely on whatever it is, because I'm telling you, it's not working. I've been sick my whole life with the flu, and you get the shot, it don't work. But then, let's say you have to have surgery, and you don't even have insurance, because they make it so hard to get insurance, because it's hard to pay for people. And plus, they only cover so much. It's just, I don't know, it's the whole thing with healthcare. But Luigi Mangione murdered somebody, a billionaire, and he is seen as a god to people now because of what he did. What did he do? He murdered the CEO of United Healthcare. That's up there. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This was a long time coming. I'm so far behind. I know what happened, but I do want to hear about what happened a little bit with the Luigi Mangione. Did I say that right? I feel like I said it right. But okay, so this man, we all know he shot and killed the United Healthcare CEO. That is so insane. I remember talking about that, y'all, and I was like, that was so a hit, man. I was like, there ain't no way they're gonna find him. I said, that was somebody on the inside. No, that was him. They got him, Nobody thinks he's wrong, except for the police. I have my own views over this whole thing, and I'm going to talk about it. But I want to know about the dude, okay? But let me say a couple things. I do not condone murder. I don't condone murder whatsoever. I'm not even saying a butt up in this. I don't condone murder. I don't like murderers, okay? So, he is guilty. He's guilty. I guess I'm going to say it, but we still have to look at the other side, the health insurance people. I just think about people who can't afford health care. I feel like you shouldn't have to pay for health care. It's just greed. They already get money from the government, but they charge people like crazy. People can't afford their medicine. Did y'all know it's I think it's between 500 and 1,000. I'm not joking, for an EpiPen. It's not easy. And that's what I think it's the highest without insurance. And I don't have United Healthcare. I thought it was United Health. That's the same thing. I don't know. But it's just, they don't look at the other side of it. But, they just see somebody, which he did, just murder somebody. Now, I'm like, I don't condone it. Don't take nobody out. Other ways you could have handled it with it. It's a lot. It's a lot. Also, I see girls simping for this man. He's a handsome guy. I don't simp for killers, though. So, could have been if he didn't murder anybody. He's a handsome dude, but I don't simp on no serial killers now. But yeah, he murdered somebody in the video. Jeez, just the billionaires. Just so much greed involved in this too, and they don't want to look at that part. Now, my problem with the whole thing is I feel like they do the most for certain people rather than others. Look how fast they found this dude. And I know people, I doubt anybody's gonna attest to this, but look, when he got killed, I swear they found him the next day. That's what it felt like. I know they was on a manhunt for a couple of days, but y'all, if this was anybody else, they would have given up in 24 hours, into 48 hours possibly. They literally say it go cold after 48 hours. But because he's a rich white billionaire, they went on, and they had the best people out there looking for him. They brought the SWAT team out there looking. They're searching evidence, talking to everybody. You see them on the streets every day. It's all over headlines every day. Like anybody else would not have gotten that treatment. Then when they caught him, I do know this, I'm talking about Every picture I saw, every video I saw, it was like 20,000 SWAT team members with him. I'm like, okay, he's already chained up legs and arms. The dude's not going nowhere. Why are y'all trying to make a statement? A statement, that's all it is. They're trying to say, oh, we caught somebody who killed a billionaire. That's all it is, y'all. It was just them trying to thinking they're doing something. I'm over here like, y'all really didn't. Y'all just put all y'all efforts that y'all could put in any other case. This just shows you that they really can solve a case. It's like they're not that incompetent, you know, like they act like they are when they can't find nobody, because it's like you put all your good people on it, but any other time they do not. But yeah, healthcare insurance providers, I don't care for. I don't care for. I don't think the dudes deserve to die, but I don't care for them. It's like, it's just a lot of greed involved in health, in general healthcare. Anybody. It's a lot of greed involved in this. And just to have, I don't know, I just think just to have that power of somebody not being able to afford their medical, like, help is just it's some evil individuals out here, y'all. But yeah, the dude shot him and killed him. And then they found him. And then they still paraded him around. It's crazy. Even in court, they're parading it. They love that they caught this man, y'all. And it's like y'all could have, you know, I don't know. We're gonna react to it. Jesse Weber, I need to hear something. I'm not gonna watch this whole video, but I need to hear something about it. Okay, so let's get into it.
He is no hero. The real hero in this story is the person who called 911 at McDonald's this morning. This killer was not a hero. He should not be hailed.
The suspect at the center of the shocking killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson is now officially charged with his murder. We're going to be talking about Luigi Mangione, and since his arrest, shocking details have emerged about this Ivy League graduate's seeming fall from grace. From his powerful family ties to the chilling circumstances of how he was caught, here's everything we know about the man who allegedly killed the CEO of one of the largest health insurance companies in the country. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Dang, that's crazy just to get taken out like that, dang. But look, also, look, oh my God, this is what they do. This is what people do around the world, the news, the government. This is what they do. They care so much about the suspect. Yes, you want to know about him, okay, but they think going into like the childhood just because he's an Ivy League person, they think going into this birth the killer. But it's like realistically, you have to think about what did they do to push him there, I would say, because it's like, did they deny his family of something? Did he have health stuff that he could pay for if he was rich? But you know what? It's just the other side. Or is he just an activist for people who can't get health care? You know, there's more to it, but no, people just look at the suspects only. Like the cop said at the beginning, that he kept emphasizing you shouldn't parade him. He's no, you know, he's the killer. It's just like, there's definitely more to it. There's always something to it when somebody kills a CEO, especially with a healthcare company. That's big. Like, he might get some praise up in prison. Actually, I don't know. I think they did say prisoners was like shouting for his freedom. Like, what?
It was a twist that sent shockwaves throughout the nation when 26-year-old Luigi Mangione was arrested after being deemed a person of interest in the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Now, Mangione, this tech enthusiast, this scholar, this man seemingly of privileged beginnings, is officially the suspect that police say killed Thompson. And this all happened in just a day, yesterday, following a harrowing multi-day manhunt that led to Mangione's arrest in Altoona. This is a city in western Pennsylvania. And after he was arrested, Mangione made his first court appearance yesterday, where he was arraigned on the 5 charges that he's facing in Pennsylvania: forgery, carrying a firearm without a license, tampering with identification, possessing instruments of a crime, and providing false identification to law enforcement authorities. Now, he didn't enter a plea on those charges. He's being held without bail. But really what we have to consider these are more placeholder charges. Really what we are concerned about is the crime that he allegedly committed in New York. Why do I say that? Because late last night we learned that Luigi Mangione was officially charged in Manhattan with second-degree murder, gun offenses, and forgery. Now, of course, eventually...
also found out he was charged with some, I think it was him charged with some, and this was an older one, y'all, video. He was charged with some form of terrorism. I was like, what? I feel like they throw charges on people, even though he is a killer. Okay, he killed the dude. Look, okay, anyways, it's like, I didn't understand that because I read that somewhere, like they charged him with some form of terrorism. I was like, he shot the dude. First degree murder, get it over with. What else is it? The gun charge as well, also, I would say. But I feel like they throw charges on people just to make it seem like something, because the dude's a billionaire. And his family probably paid a lot of money to, like, get this solved. That's just my thought.
They'll have to be extradited, there'll have to be a grand jury indictment, and that is the way that this case will progress towards a trial. But right now, you can charge someone and arrest.
Realistically, also, y'all, because they're still having court appearances, his trials, most likely this year, I think. Realistically, you don't have to, there's not much to this case. Like, y'all caught him, okay, you found him with the book bag, you found him with the gun, I believe it was something they found. You got him, his face in the picture after, you know, cameras, y'all found him. He shot the dude. What else is it? I just feel like they really prolong stuff, y'all, because they really try to make an example, which it really don't make them look that good as they think it is. It's like, y'all could have did this, y'all just don't.
One pre-indictment. But I will tell you one other thing. In New York, the reason he's charged with second-degree murder, not first-degree murder, second-degree murder is just an intentional killing of another person. And the reason it's not first degree is because first degree is a little bit more specific, like the victim had to have been a certain kind of person, a police officer, a firefighter. The killing had to happen maybe in a prison. There are different specific categories, and it doesn't seem at this point that first degree murder applies. But listen, second degree murder can carry 15 to 25 years to life in prison. Lee graduate could spiral from having such a bright future to now being a suspect in a high-profile murder case. So what we're going to do for you right now is do our best to answer those questions, because we do have limited information, but there is a lot we do know about him. So if you want to know everything we know so far about Luigi Mangione, stick around. So I want to begin by recapping what we know about the incident and the arrest. So last Wednesday, Brian Thompson was shot dead outside of the Hilton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan in what police are now calling an assassination-style killing. He was on his way to an investors conference in that hotel when he was gunned down, and this was shown on surveillance camera. It was a shocking crime. And right after the shooting, the suspect apparently hopped on a bicycle, disappeared into Central Park before then getting into a cab. Police say he later hopped on a bus out of New York and left the state. Now, shortly after the shooting, the NYPD quickly released surveillance images of a man who was believed to be connected to the shooting. Now it appears to be the suspected shooter. So the NYPD released images that were captured inside of a Starbucks. This person was seen with a mask on, obscuring his face. This person was also, presumably, if it's the same person, it seems to be, was captured without the mask on and smiling in surveillance photos from the hostel he was reportedly staying at. Then we have the images, of course, of the shooting, and then there's this other image of the suspect that was captured from inside a cab, where he can once again be seen wearing a mask over his face. Now, this...
Okay, look. It was him, okay? It's interesting how people, you know, you kill somebody, and then... Jeez. Why would you... Look, I don't condone none of this, I'm just saying. If you're gonna do this to a high-powered person, don't. I'm just saying. Story, theory, anyways, just leave. And, you know, wear something to cover your eyes. Not me trying to teach y'all how to commit something. I'm just saying. It's not smart to, like, uncover everything, then go under in camera. I don't know. It was not smart. You know, what if... Jeez, it's just not smart. Like... Just people who can, just in general, y'all, people who can smile after killing somebody is crazy. I don't care if you like the person or not. Anybody who take a life, you know, if you can smile after that, it's like, really think about that. You took somebody's life and they can't come back. Kind of sadistic if you think about it. It's not kinda, it's sadistic. I don't care who people are. I don't condone that. Don't care if y'all think he did the right thing. Just anybody who could smile after taking somebody's life. You have to really think about it. I say it all the time. Think about it. These people cannot come back here. Hello. It's like they're gone. I don't know. I think that's so weird if you can really not have no emotion after that. But yeah, it's not smart. Don't uncover your face if you're going to do this and then leave. Not smart. Or at least dump the damn jacket. I don't know, okay?
Hunt for the suspect was intense. It stretched 6 days. Authorities were issuing a $10,000 reward for any information.
And this one I'm talking about, y'all. And they don't do this for nobody else. When the last time you seen like a reward? I'm telling you. When the last time have you seen a reward of catching somebody? They have them online, but you never see it. God, they don't talk about, oh yeah, Billionaire, they was going to put everything into it to find him. 6 days. Think it went to 6 days? Yeah.
To the shooter. And when the FBI joined the search, they added another $50,000 for tips that would lead to an arrest and conviction. And then a major breakthrough came yesterday when a McDonald's employee in Altoona, Pennsylvania, called police. In fact, what happened was a customer reportedly told the employee that they recognized this guy who was sitting in the McDonald's in the back as appearing to be the same man released in the NYPD images. That's how important these surveillance photos seem to be in this case. And the police spoke about their interaction with the suspect at a news conference yesterday.
The officer quickly recognized the male as the suspect from the shooting. And within several seconds of the first contact, he had asked the suspect if he had been in New York City recently. And that really invoked a physical reaction from the suspect. He became visibly nervous, kind of shaking at that question, and he didn't really answer it directly. So that statement alone really said a lot, and the suspect didn't have to say a lot after that question to show that he was very nervous at that point.
Well, they were so happy. They was probably wondering who was going to take credit for it, because it's such a big, this is a billionaire. That was such a big thing on their part. Why don't they have the same energy when police kill people? Why don't they keep the same energy when a police kill a random person unlawfully? Is that the word? Like, why don't they keep that same energy? No, because they are police officers and they have the right to. Keep that same energy, because they have the same energy when the police get shot by a random person. Oh my God, I really hate this country. I'm back and forth because I don't condone this. I'm just saying that it's funny how these cops, they're so into solving cases when it's up to them, when it involves them looking good. Greed and just power. That's all it is. Plus, once again, this family of the billionaire, they paid them a lot, I'm pretty sure, to catch him. Also, just the fact that they can say they caught a billionaire's killer will make them look amazing. That's what this is also.
He was officially taken into custody. Now, police say that he was in possession of something known as a ghost gun, which is essentially
Silencer?
A homemade firearm that you can actually assemble yourself. And the most alarming part about it is it can't be traced. And the weapon appeared to be 3D printed. And along with the gun, Mangione also had a suppressor on him. And one of the things we've been wondering is, where is this murder weapon? Where is this gun? There were teams that were diving in Central Park trying to find it in the water there. But it seems, based on this information, it was on the suspect. Also reportedly on Mangione were several fake IDs, including this counterfeit New Jersey driver's license that appears to match the one that was used by the suspect at that Manhattan hostel that I mentioned on the night before Thompson's murder. And now you can see why he is charged with what he's charged with in Pennsylvania. At Monday's news conference, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro stepped forward and he spoke about this arrest, and he urged the public not to put this guy on any kind of pedestal, because there has been a disturbing outpouring of support for the shooter online because he gunned down the head of a private health insurance company.
The hero in this story is the person who called 911 at McDonald's this morning. This killer was not a hero. He should not be hailed.
And we'll get into that a little bit more, but now I want to talk about the background on this guy, Luigi Mangione. So according to reports, He was a bright student, had a passion for tech, grew up in Towson, Maryland, was a standout student, having graduated valedictorian from the prestigious Gilman School in Baltimore back in 2016. This is a school known for producing top-tier students. In fact, the school's tuition costs reportedly around $37,000 per year, and according to the Baltimore Banner, it's considered one of the top independent schools in the city.
I'm about to say something so bad, but it's only my thoughts. I'm not trying to say anybody act up on it. I'm just saying it's just my thoughts. I'm surprised that nobody has went after, like, the... Oh my God, this is gonna sound so bad. It's not a threat. I'm literally just saying. So we got people going after the healthcare people. I'm surprised nobody has went after the people who do, like, student loans, or is that the government? But like the education people, because those some people, you know, you're in debt and they charge so much, and you can't get scholarships. You know how you gotta, like, there is really picky, like. You can apply for so many scholarships, not get it. People are struggling, can't finish school. I'm really surprised nobody has went after them, but I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying, okay.
While at Gilman, Mangione competed on the wrestling team. He had interest in robotics and computer science. The New York Times reported that he even co-founded a video game development company called Uproar Games, did it with his friends.
Probably
in his graduation speech, he emphasized coming up with new ideas and challenging the world around us. Following Mangione's arrest, the Gilman School issued a statement expressing their shock over the events. Henry P.A. Smythe, the school's headmaster, said, "This is deeply distressing news on top of an already awful situation. Our hearts go out to everyone affected." After Gilman, Mangione reportedly attended the Ivy League University of Pennsylvania, where he earned both bachelor's and master's degrees, majoring in computer science, specializing in artificial intelligence, also got a minor in math. He was reportedly involved in the...
Anybody that has a minor or major in math are freaking smart, okay? The dude is intelligent. We're like that level of education, and I respect the education, okay? The thing is that they're trying to look in, like, I feel like it's their job too, by the way, I know that, of trying to understand why he did it. They be thinking that rich people can't kill, or successful people ruin their lives for a specific reason, but there literally may not be a reason. He literally just may, like, hate the healthcare people, okay? They look too deep into stuff. I know it's their job. I'm just saying, not just because he has a successful background don't mean nothing. Let's be for real. Oh, I was about to say something, y'all. It's like, I don't know. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm just saying from both parts. Because people in the comments of this video, y'all, are like, well, how many people have the healthcare people killed? The healthcare insurance? How many people have they denied? That's the stuff they're saying. And that's true. You'd be like, how many people have died because they have not been able to afford or get the healthcare they need because of their insurance providers? So that is really true. I agree with that. So, I also saw somebody say, look, what about the background of the CEO? How about that? I'm pretty sure they got a video which we're going to watch. We are going to watch that one day. But I get it. They got to understand him. But dang, anybody they got to... If any of y'all major in math, minor in math, you're a strong one. I majored in anthropology, minor in facts. I took a lot of lifestyle classes for my facts, my minor, just because it was simple. But my major is research based, okay? I like research. I like writing papers on anthropology, archaeology, and biological anthropology. That's my field. Not math. I don't like math, don't care for math. It's not going to help me. But yeah, anybody that does that. And plus, he made a makeshift gun. He's smart. Tech. Like, the dude with a printer, a 3D printer. I always wanted a 3D printer, but things expensive. But yeah, that's crazy to get that to work too. Like, dude's smart. Minor in math is crazy.
Phi Kappa Psi fraternity, co-founded a game development club.
To be honest, we say no, don't hate me, but I don't really care. But really smart, but like not smart enough to leave. Okay, he should have left. Okay, if he was going to try to get away with this, with killing a top person like that, you can't. Look, if you're going to kill somebody, don't, mind you. I'm just saying, once again, his route, if you're going to kill somebody of that magnitude, just because he's a billionaire, that's the only reason. This is not a political figure. It's just because he's a top billionaire CEO. It's like, why not leave? You know, you see a lot of movies. You gotta go. If you're gonna do something like that, you gotta get out of here. You can't stay in the same area. You can't stay in the nearby state. You gotta go. Also, more covering. Cover your face. God, just, you know, okay. Anyways.
Even had internships at high-profile companies such as Firaxis Games. This is the creator of the popular Civilization video games. After graduation, according to Mangione's LinkedIn, he worked as a data engineer for TrueCar, although a company spokesperson told CBS News that he hadn't worked there since 2023. As for his family background, this is according to the Baltimore Sun, it's really interesting. Mangione's family is very well established in the Baltimore area. And Mangione, by all accounts, he was raised in privilege with a very promising future. His family has significant business holdings in real estate, healthcare, including a chain of nursing homes and country clubs.
Oh, wow.
At the center of his family's success is his late grandfather, Nicholas Mangione Sr., a self-made real estate developer who made his fortune through investments. Nicholas Sr. built a lasting legacy with ownership of several key properties, including the Turf Valley Country Club in Ellicott City, which he purchased in 1978, transformed into a golf resort and getaway. This is according to the resort's website. In 1986, he also acquired Hayfields Country Club. This is according to the club's website. And the family's business empire also extends into ownership of Lorien Health Services. This is a chain of senior rehabilitation centers, which is interesting, again, thinking his connection now to allegedly murdering the head of a health insurance company. And on top of everything you just heard, it doesn't end there, because the Mangiones also own a local radio station, WCBM AM. Now, on the civic side, Mangione's grandmother, Mary Mangione, was a well-known benefactor who supported various cultural and charitable causes throughout Baltimore. She was a patron of the arts, particularly the Baltimore Opera Company and the Walters Art Museum, where she became a trustee. Mangione's cousin, Nino Mangione, serves as a Republican representative in Baltimore County's District 42A. Nino Mangione, by the way, released a statement on behalf of the family saying, "We only know what we have read in the media. Our family is shocked and devastated by Luigi's arrest. We offer our prayers to the family and Brian Thompson, and we ask people to pray for all involved."
And I stopped it right there because this was when they really didn't really know anything. So after everything we basically learned about him, we learned how he killed him, and it's just questions. He's going to bring somebody on. I don't need to know all that, because it's a lot of them I got to react to later anyway on this case. Wow. Well, you know, I just don't think there's much to it. I just feel like they make stuff, they draw stuff out because they need, they just want the information. It's like, he killed him, okay, shot him, take him to jail. That's it. They really, I swear y'all, they make stuff harder than it is. They really just paraded around because they caught him. That's all this is. But yeah, I don't think, and I guess you could say also trying to understand why he did it. I sometimes be thinking, it is our business to know. It's like, why would you take somebody's life? But at the same time, it's like, I do understand that, you know, that's what people have jobs for. They want to understand the mind of these killers, serial killers, whatever. But you have to look at, the health care. They need to investigate that. A lot of people lose their lives to healthcare insurance providers, and because they can't get providers. It's just a lot into the show. I don't know. But, the dude was very smart. I don't think him being wealthy means anything. Anybody could kill, and it's possible. You've seen millionaire killers before, or like somebody in a family. So I don't think that had anything to do with it. Yeah. I was just curious about how to start this. I was like, let me hear about him. The dude is very smart. Also, my minor in math is crazy. But yeah, a lot of people, I hate the healthcare, so I don't really care about healthcare, but I don't believe anybody should lose their life. You know, I'm still surprised that nobody has went after the education people. I'm telling you, I'm $50,000 in debt, and I did not expect this to have debt when I graduated. But also, I couldn't afford to just pay out of pocket. So yeah, billionaires. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to see what I was dealing with going into this, because I had to start some way. I had to start somehow of getting up in there. I was like, let me see what I'm dealing with. How did he do it? How did they catch him? So I know how they caught him. Somebody told him at McDonald's. Plus, he had the mask off. Not smart. You should have left the country. You had the funds and more places to go. I don't understand why he stayed, but I'm also curious about why he did it now, though. But it's like, I feel like he was just probably one of the people who don't like what they stand for, what they did not do, how they don't help people. Could be. What do you guys think about this? I don't know. A lot of people like this dude. I don't like killers, so I'm not going to agree with what he did. I don't agree with anybody taking somebody's life like that. You know, you could have just robbed them or something. God, better than murder. But you know what? I don't know his reasoning behind it. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What are your thoughts about this? And I will see you guys on the next video. Stay safe, stay aware, stay alert. Be careful. I'm seriously surprised that nobody ever went after education people. Seriously, like, we all in debt. Okay, anyways, do not do it. Anyways, bye.